Hey Leo, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of April. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. I am a tarot and oracle reader as well as a root worker, and I do monthly, mid-monthly, and occasional picker cards here on YouTube. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into your reading. We're going to start off with one of my favorite decks, the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, to see what possible situations or energy your month of April will be bringing your way. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Leos for the month of April? Let's take a look. Okay, so we have the Finger first, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Okay, let's see what the next one is. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Okay, so maybe some issues in the family this month. Let's go ahead and dive into the tarot and take a look at this a little bit further. I am using the Tarot of the Divine this month. Spirit, can we please take a look at the messages you have for Leo for the month of April, specifically surrounding this Finger and Weeping Willow? What messages do you have for my Leos surrounding the month of April, specifically surrounding the Finger and Weeping Willow? Let's see, we have Justice in reverse, Five of Cups, Four of Cups reversed, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. All right, let's see. Take a look at where Libra falls in your astrological natal chart. If you have it handy, that may kind of point you in the direction of where this may be happening for you. Also take a look at what planets are in Libra here with the Justice card. I am seeing some sort of potential issues having to do with the law, since Justice is here in the reverse. Someone may have done something unfortunate and they may be getting caught, or they may be getting caught up in something having to do with the law as well. Maybe not something they did directly, but maybe they had a hand in it. I am hearing the word lawsuit for some of you. And I feel like this is something of a surprise, something you don't really see coming. This is going to result in some sort of a loss here with the Five of Cups. For some of you, I feel like this is the result of not taking action soon enough. Now, again, I'm not really sure if this is having to do with court for all of you. So again, take a look at where Libra is in your chart, because that could be pointing you in the direction of where this is happening. But where I'm seeing this lack of action from is the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords tells me some of you guys aren't really too keen on taking action in some sort of decision process. Maybe you feel a little overwhelmed by all the things that need to be taken care of in a certain matter. And the Four of Swords, it feels like you guys are not maybe taking it quite as seriously. The Four of Cups in reverse does talk to me about the need to take some sort of decision, some sort of action, because I feel if you don't and you rely too much on this Four of Swords energy of like continuing to put things off, that could end up resulting in something that you're not going to be too pleased about. Now, I would like to start clarifying cards here. I definitely want to look at the Seven of Cups and see what it is that you guys may be looking at and the potential outcome here. Now, something to remember, guys, just because I pull cards and lay them out on the table doesn't mean you guys are absolutely doomed to this reality. This is actually an opportunity for you to take this message and do something with it. You can absolutely change your destiny or what happens for you in the future if you are, adamant about doing so. So do not ever feel like this is something that's going to happen. I would definitely take this message as a form of, I need to take action. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Seven of Cups. Spirit, what can you tell us about the Seven of Cups for Leo? Can we clarify the Seven of Cups for Leo? What is the Seven of Cups energy for my Leos? We have the Six of Wands reversed, the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands reversed. All right, Leo, so the Six of Wands in reverse here is definitely Leo energy. So this is the energy I'm getting of you and how you fall in this decision making. It does feel like you are having a lot of offers coming towards you, or someone in your family has offers coming towards you. And it almost feels like some of you may kind of relish the idea of this competition. For some of you, I don't know if this is love related, but we have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups here. So for some of you, this could be relationship related. Some of you, it's not going to be that, but it does feel like you have a lot of options coming in, and there is the potential for a really great match in terms of whatever this is, whether this is in business, whether this is, I don't know, selling your home. It could literally be anything. But be careful of your pride with the Six of Wands in reverse. Being too proud, or again, just not really taking an action towards anything in particular, but just kind of stacking things up, or stacking as many offers up on the table as you can, and like toying with them almost, can be very dangerous. The Two of Wands in reverse also tells me it's like there's a lack of making a decision. There's a lack of wanting to move forward with anything. It's, again, I get this sense of like pride and gloating, even of just, you know, I'll let everything sort itself out. I'm enjoying the attention at this time, but again, not acting on this Ace of Cups may hurt you in the long run. So be careful of that. Also, Leos, do make sure you're taking care to really explore all of these options in depth, and making sure that the option that you are choosing is a good match for you, because with the Seven of Cups, you don't really know what you're getting here until you start to open them up. At least here, these have lids. In a more traditional deck, they're open, and you may see a snake in one cup, a house in another, and various different things that could be both either good or bad. So I would advise you to, again, watch out for your pride, and make sure you are picking making a decision based off what is the most beneficial to you. Now, what that means to you could vary for everybody, but this Ace of Cups and Two of Cups is something that's going to resonate with you on more of an emotional level than, say, like a stability level or an intellectual level. It doesn't necessarily have to make the most sense, but it does feel like it's something that fulfills you on a deeper level, more so than, say, like a financial level. Okay? Now, say this is a contract for some of you, going back to the financial versus the emotional fulfillment. We've all been in situations where we thought we were getting the best deal financially, but we ended up finding out that this actually wasn't fulfilling us emotionally, and then we felt stuck or tied to something that actually made us more miserable than if we had gone with something that maybe wasn't quite as financially beneficial to us. So again, keep that in mind. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I am telling you what I'm seeing here in the cards. I want to go ahead and take a look at the Five of Cups. Justice in reverse is very interesting too. But I'd like to see what this Five of Cups is, just because that talks to me more about this loss. So Spirit, can we please clarify the Five of Cups for my Leos? What is this Five of Cups energy for my Leos? What is this Five of Cups energy for my Leos? Can you tell us more about what this is? We have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Coins, Six of Coins reversed. Let me scoot this over a little bit so we can see them better. And the Tower card in reverse. It's funny that the Six of Coins is here after I just talked about something that is potentially financially beneficial versus emotionally. The Six of Coins, when it's in the upright, talks about an equal balance of give and take. It can also talk about charity work. It can talk about assistance and help. But the balance, the word balance is coming to me more, especially after telling you to make sure that this is something emotionally fulfilling and not just financially fulfilling for some of you, because it does feel like if you make a decision based only on financial standings, you may find yourself locked into something that isn't quite exactly what you thought it was going to be. There may be more stipulations that may be a little less fair to you in this situation. So again, watch out for that. Take a look at where Mars, Aries, and potentially even Scorpio sit in your chart as well with the Tower card here. It's interesting that we had the Ace of Cups come up over here, and then we have the Ace of Wands coming here. This Five of Cups almost feels like out of this loss comes a little bit of a fire under your butt to get you moving. With the Tower card in reverse, it does feel like after, potentially after a major shakeup, or trying to avoid a major shakeup, and realizing that had you not made the decision, the right decision or a decision at all, you now feel like this urgent sense to make something happen, and the Eight of Coins forcing you to work out the details and start to get your hands dirty. And again, it's not quite giving you the balanced outcome that you originally wanted and were seeking out. So again, just be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. I also heard be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it and it may end up not being exactly what it is that you want. Now it's interesting, we have the Eight of Coins here. In this deck, the imagery is a little bit different than in some other traditional decks. This woman is actually making her pentacles or her coins out of thorned vines. And she's actually in a lot of pain. Her hands and her feet are red. She's crying. It's a lot, it's a little bit of a different feeling from traditional decks. When I see the Eight of Coins in this deck, it's like, yeah, you're really regretting making that decision to go into this type of work or labor. It feels it's going to be a lot harder than what you would have normally done had you made a different decision in the past. I keep having Spirit tell me it's important to make a decision as fast as you can. The decision should be made urgently, but it should also be taken with great care. So just keep that in mind, Leos. Whatever this decision is, be very careful what it is that you choose, because you could end up working into something that is not quite as beneficial as you were hoping it would be. And for some of you, trying to get out of this Five of Cups and Six of Coins energy in the reverse could end up taking you to places such as court. So just be really, really careful of that and be aware of that. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the Oracle decks for this reading to see if we can get some additional encouragement, advice, or messages for you this month and on this situation in particular. I'm going to be looking at the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Spirit, what messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? What messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? Let's take a look. Okay, we have new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Absolutely. So that is key in understanding how to make this decision, how to make the best decision, I should say. And knowing that just because you have many options and just because you may have someone throwing a lot of money your way does not mean that's the best option for you. So know your worth and definitely know what it is that you're getting out of these deals or these different options. That's going to be really, really key in terms of diving into the details. At the bottom of the deck, we have leave the past behind. Interesting. Interesting. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leos, I'm not quite sure what this card could mean to you personally, individually. For some of you, you may have ways of doing things in the past that usually worked out for you, but I don't know if that's going to serve you here in this particular situation. Again, that may be for those of you who always say like, oh, well, if you get the most money, that's the best deal, or that's the best option. I think leaving that type of mindset behind in this particular situation, it may be worth looking at, considering, because I don't think that that's going to serve you here in this particular situation, or in this month in particular. All right, let's move on to the Green Witch Oracle to get, again, additional messages, advice, or encouragement. Spirit, what additional advice, messages, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? What additional advice, messages, or encouragement do you have for my Leos? Let's take a look. Okay, so we have the P with communication. Very interesting. We also have the Chives for divination. So seeking the answers, going with your gut feeling is usually how divination works. Communication, understanding what all your options are on the table, understanding what it is exactly that you are getting from these options, and making sure that it's the best fit for you. Communication is key. At the bottom of the deck, we also have Fig for vitality, strength, energy, what gives you life. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. What's going to pay off for you in the long run versus the short term? Look at the long term versus the short term. I just heard that. Very interesting. I would love to know how this resonates with all of you, because this could really be for a lot of different things, but I feel for a lot of you this could have to do, again, with maybe your home. I'm getting people like selling their homes or something. I mean, it has to do with the family, so the only thing I could connect that with would possibly be a home, or potentially a lawsuit of some kind. Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next deck. We're looking at the messages from your animal spirit guides. Spirit, what additional advice, messages, or encouragement do you have for my Leos? Excuse me. What additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? Let's take a look. We have the Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. There it is again. Not getting wrapped up in like the all that glitters is gold situation. You guys may be looking at something too closely. You may need to take a step back and really take a look at how this can affect you in the long term. Yeah, that's very interesting. At the bottom of the deck, it says, take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Okay. So your family may have something to say about this as well. They may be guiding you to make a certain decision, and you may have a different opinion on what to do in this situation compared to them. They may be seeing this decision or these options in a different light than you are. So I would definitely take the time to listen to what it is that they have to say, because they may be seeing something that you're not, and that could be extremely beneficial in avoiding whatever this is. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the final deck of the reading. This is going to be the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Yes, this is for additional messages and all of that, but for those of you who like to work with crystals, this is also a good opportunity to see what crystals can help you this month as well. Spirit, what final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? What final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Leos for the month of April? Let's take a look. So we have Pink Opal, be kind to yourself. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. Okay, give yourself enough time to make this decision also. Don't feel like you have to rush or rush to take an option that may be too good to be true. We also have Unakite, live in the now. Very interesting. Be present. Don't get caught up in the dreamier aspect of this. Stay grounded. And at the bottom of the deck, it says Amazonite, loosen your grip. Some of you guys may be fighting for a particular option compared to the rest of your family. I think if the majority of your family is leaning towards one decision and you're the only one that's fighting for something else, I think that says a lot. For some of you, this just may talk about stress that comes with too many options with the Seven of Cups. For some of you, you need to leave something behind. You need to loosen your grip on something from the past. Trying to hold on to something that is no longer a good fit for you or for others now, currently. Stop living in the past. That's what that is. Stop living in the past. Live in the now. What is happening right now? What is the best option for you right now? Not what it would have been in the past. What would have been the best option in the past? This isn't the past anymore. Very interesting. Leos, I am dying to know what this is about. Please leave a like and a comment if this resonated for you, if you know what this potentially could be. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I do also personal readings, so if you'd like to schedule one, my website is down below and you can link up with me through there. And if you want to see other content from me, I am on Patreon, Instagram, and TikTok, and all that info is below as well. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful month of April, and I will see you next time. Bye!